Good evening. I'm Tony Sheridan, President and CEO of the Chamber of Commerce of Eastern Connecticut, and I'd like to welcome all of you to our annual meeting. Mind you, a strange annual meeting in that we have to do it electronically. The Chamber's mission is to promote and support our members in Eastern Connecticut and beyond. Our first reaction was shock. We had to really listen to our governor and CDC and find out what the protocols were, learn the protocols, and then share all that information with our members. That took a little while because none of us knew. This was so new to everyone. None of us knew really where to turn, what to do. But eventually, after meeting with the staff and then having selected meetings with our members so we could learn firsthand their concerns, their needs.
I'm Matt Morrissey. I'm the head of markets and strategy for North America for Orsted offshore wind power. We are the global leader in offshore wind development, construction, and operation. One of the challenges that COVID has brought to our business is that it has restricted our ability to be live and in the community at events, talking to people about what it is we do and what the benefits our technology brings to the state. We were already in a state of in-home work. So when Governor Lamont made the declaration here, we were ready and set to ensure that our employees that are in this region were going to be home and safe. The Chamber does a remarkably effective job in serving as the front door for new businesses into Connecticut.
My name is Gary Baker. I am the Director of Sales here at the Spa Norwich Inn. So when we heard the news about the state of emergency and how things were going to change, the concerns really were pretty simple, and that of our guests and our team here on property, making sure that everybody was safe, that everybody was going to be well. That was first and foremost for us. We've had a very good relationship with the Chamber for years. Ironically, two of the events that we did last year were Chamber events. One out on our ballroom patio and one in the ballroom itself. So we appreciate the relationship with the Chamber. It's been a great relationship for us. Chamber's been very helpful in terms of getting the word out for the inn, getting people here, and we appreciate that. That's something that I don't see changing. Certainly not in the near future. Again, people want to know that they're going to be safe, that we're following the guidelines, which we have right from the beginning, and we will continue to do so. But the collaboration with Megan and the Chamber, knowing this is the setup, this is what we can offer, I think it worked very well together.
My name is Jim Bolano. I'm Director of Economic Development for the town of Windham. Well, for the town itself, it was, quite a shock because our job in Town Hall is to really service the people of the town of Windham. In my role as Economic Development Director, it came as a real shock to the businesses who were affected by the lockdown. Our role is to act as kind of a liaison between economic development resources, whether they be state, regional, or local, and the businesses in town. So we had to kind of act quickly to facilitate them in the closure. Well, more than any other sector, I think the tourism sector, and we're talking about hospitality, restaurants, arts and culture, museums, etc., were hardest hit by the pandemic because, to the most part, they were shut down. So as the lockdowns lift and as the weather gets warmer, we're really looking forward to market the district. Because in my opinion, and it may be a little bit biased, we are really the premier tourism venue in Connecticut. And so we're looking to have those assets come back to life, and we want to help market them as best we can.
My name is Cassandra Meyer-Ogren, and I am the Director of Marketing and Communications for the Denison Pequotsepos Nature Center, located in Mystic, Connecticut, and has been providing environmental education for all ages since 1946. In addition to our education programs, we provide the community the resource of caring for sick and injured wildlife, with a specialty in caring for birds of prey like owls and hawks, A year ago, Governor Lamont sent out communication declaring the state of emergency as the pandemic hit. During these current times, it has been invaluable for us to be a part of the Eastern Connecticut Chamber of Commerce, to be able to stay up to date on openings and closings, as well as implications and new guidelines as they come out from the state's office, but also to know things that are crucial for us as a nonprofit organization, to be able to know about grant opportunities as they come through, but also for us to be able to share our story, to be able to connect with other organizations to hear what they have going on, as well as to be able to share our story of what the Nature Center has going on. We've had to pivot as so many organizations have, and in doing so, we have started to use technology in ways that we never had thought possible.
Hello, my name is Angelina Gardner. My family and I run Uncle D's Blazin Barbecue, home of comfort catering. It was very scary. We have a brick and mortar, we have a food truck, and we do catering. At first we were in shock because we didn't know what to do and we just had to take a breather. I'm thankful for being a chamber member because when things were crazy and my focus was on what are we going to do next, the chamber actually reached out to me and we were lucky enough to be a recipient of the membership grant and featured, and which helped us get the new things that we were doing out.
My name is Kelsey April. I'm the general manager for 3 independent bookstores along the shoreline. We have Savoy Bookshop and Cafe in Westerly, Rhode Island, Bank Square Books in Mystic, Connecticut, and our new location, Title IX, over in New London, Connecticut. So the reaction to COVID for me and my workplace, definitely a little bit of fear involved. We have a bunch of small independent bookstores along the shoreline. We rely on people coming into our store to shop. One of the most important things about our business is being a community center, and in order to be a community center, you have to have people come into your store. So right away when we realized that we had to lock our doors and transition to a new business model, that definitely instilled a little bit of fear because we had to go completely away from what our business model was. So the Eastern Connecticut Chamber of Commerce, I do have some personal connections with the folks that work there. I think they're delightful people. And they always do their best to really help their members. And so I kept that in mind and wanted to support them as much as they were supporting us.
Well, you know what was wonderful? There weren't many wonderful things about this pandemic. Certainly the loss of life and illness was horrific. But there were some wonderful things that came our way, and that basically one of the heartwarming things that is the way people came together to help each other. We got calls, our foundation got some calls from people in various companies in the area offering to donate money for food banks, various food banks, and we gave several thousands of dollars as a result to both Norwich, the Norwich Food Bank and New London Food Bank. And this was like unsolicited. It was really touching, and it made me feel very proud of Eastern Connecticut and how we managed to help each other out in a time of need.